Hello friends, in last lecture we started the new chapter, that is exponents. We saw some questions. Now we'll continue with more questions. So here is the very first question. If 9 raised to x plus 2 is equal to 240 plus 9 raised to x, find x. Okay, so as I told you in the previous lecture, and here again I am repeating the same thing, that to get the value of x which is in the exponent, the very first thing that we have to make the bases same. So first of all I will take the term containing x on the same side. So here I have 9 raised to x on the right hand side, so I will take that 9 raised to x on left hand side like this. Okay, now this is 9 raised to x into 9 square minus 9 raised to x is equal to 240. Okay, here I use the law. Which law? X raised to m plus n is equal to x raised to m into x raised to n. X raised to m plus n, so x raised to m into x raised to n. Now I can take 9 raised to x common, so here it is 81 minus 1. Okay, I leave it left with 9 square minus 1 is equal to 240. So 9 raised to x into 80 is equal to 240. So 9 raised to x is equal to 240 divided by 80. So ultimately 9 raised to x is equal to 3. Now as I told you, we have to make the bases same. So on the left hand side base is 9, on the right hand side base is 3. So here I can write 9 in the form of 3 square, okay, raised to x is equal to 3. That is, I can say 3 raised to 1 actually. So 3 raised to 2x is equal to 3 raised to 1, that is 2x is equal to 1, and hence x is equal to 1 upon 2. So this is my final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Next is simplify okay, next question is simplify 81 raised to 3 by 4, 81 raised to 3 by 4 minus 1 upon 32 raised to minus 2 upon 5 plus 8 raised to 1 upon 3 into 1 upon 2 raised to minus 1 into 2 raised to 0. Okay, so let us see how to simplify this. 81 raised to 3 by 4. As I told you in the previous lecture, here it is 81, here denominator of the power is 4. It means it is possible to write 81 in the terms of something raised to 4. definitely. So here 81 is actually 3 raised to 4, and this 3 by 4 as it is, minus 1 by 32 raised to minus 2 by 5. So this is 1 upon 32 again. Okay, here better to convert this power first as a positive power. So this will become 32 raised to 2 upon 5 plus 8 is 2 cube, that is 2 raised to 3 raised to 1 by 3. Again, if I convert this power in positive, so 2 raised to 1 and 2 raised to 0 is equal to 1. Now here if I apply the power to power law, then this will become 3 raised to 4 into 3 upon 4 minus 2 raised to 5 into 2 upon 5, 2 raised to 3, okay, here it is plus sign actually, 2 raised to 3 into 1 upon 3 into 2, okay, into 1, so this remains as it is. Now this is 3 raised to 3 because 4 and 4 will cancel out, minus 2 raised to 2, 5 and 5 will cancel out, plus 2 raised to 1 into 2. Okay, so ultimately here it is 27 minus 4 plus 4. So my final answer will be 27. This plus 4 minus 4 will cancel out each other. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Again we have to simplify. It is 64 upon 125 raised to minus 2 by 3. Divided by 1 upon 256 upon 625 raised to 1 by 4 plus root 25 upon cube root of 64 raised to 0. Okay, so we have to simplify this. So first of all we'll convert this power into positive. So this will become 125 upon 64 raised to 2 by 3 divide by. Now this is divide by 1 upon this, so if I write in simplest form, okay, or I can do one thing, this divide sign I am converting into multiplication sign, and when we convert divide into multiplication, numerator and denominator gets interchange. So here I will get 256 upon 625 raised to 1 by 4 plus, actually if I even though I solve this and this, it is raised to 0, so this should be 1 only. No need to simplify these two terms, numerator and denominator, individually, because ultimately raised to 0 is there, so that is going to give you 1 only. Now again, as I told you, this is denominator is 3, in the exponent denominator is 3. It means it is possible to write term in the form of something raised to 3. So 125 is actually 5 cube and 64 is actually 8 cube. So 5 upon, sorry, this is 4 cube, not 8 cube. 5 upon 4 raised to Okay, 5 upon 4 raised to 3 raised to 2 by 3 multiplied by, here again this is raised to 4, so 256 625. Now 256, okay, let us check, because this is 5 raised to 4 and this is I think 4 raised to 4, but still let us check this with 2. Okay, so this is 2, 2, that is I can say 4 4 4, so 4 raised to 4, so this is 4 upon 5 raised to 4 raised to 1 by 4 plus 1. Now here I apply the power law, so 5 upon 4 raised to 3 multiplied by 2 by 3 into 4 upon 5 raised to 4 multiplied by 1 upon 4 plus 1. This 3 and 3 cancel, 4 and 4 cancel. So here I have 5 upon 4 plus 4 upon 5 plus 1. Okay, this is almost done. Now the only thing is left that I have to add these. So let us see over here. Next is, it is 5 upon 4 plus 4 upon 5 plus 1. So here LCM will be 20. So 25 plus 16 plus 1. 42 upon 20, that is 21 upon 10. So final answer I can say is 2.1. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, there is a stake over there. Here it should be actually 25. It is square, so it should be 25 upon 16. Okay, so I have to take the LCM once again. Okay, because this 2 is left over there, so 5 is square, 4 is square, 25 upon 16. So this is 25 upon 16 plus 4 upon 5 plus 1. So here LCM will be 80 actually. So here it will become 125 plus 64 plus 80. Okay, so final answer in this case will be 269 upon 80. This is the final answer. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now which is the next question. Okay, next is question number fourth. Again you have to simplify. 2 square root 2, fourth root of 256 upon cube root of 64 minus 1 by 2 raised to minus 2. Okay, see, this is 2 square and its root. That means actually 4 root, that is 2. But if I want to solve it in steps, this will be 2 raised to 2 raised to 1 by 2. As I told you in some useful result, root x means x raised to 1 by 2. Whatever is the root sign, raised to 1 by 2. Into, this is 256 raised to 1 by 4. I gave you this also. Nth root of x is x raised to 1 by n. So this is 256 raised to 1 by 4. Then over here 64 raised to 1 by 3 minus 2 raised to 2. Okay, we always convert the negative exponent into positive exponents by interchanging the numerator and the denominator. Now here it is 2 raised to 2 into 1 by 2 multiplied by, now 256 is actually 4 raised to 4. Just in the previous sum we saw 256 is 4 raised to 4. Then raised to 1 by 4 divided by 64, that is 4 cube raised to 1 by 3 minus 4. Okay, now we'll simplify it further. See, this 2 and 2 will cancel out, so 2. Then 4 and 4 will cancel out. Actually, if I multiply power to power, so this will become 4 raised to 4 multiplied by 1 more. 4 and 4 will cancel out, so here I will get 4. Divided by again 4 minus 4. So this is 8 upon 4 minus 4, that is 2 minus 4, so final answer is minus 2. Okay, so please note it down. See the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Simplify three raised to minus 6 upon 7 multiplied by 4 raised to minus 3 by 7 multiplied by 9 raised to 3 by 7 multiplied by 2 raised to 6 by 7 divided by 2 raised to 2 into 2 raised to 0 into 2 raised to minus 2. Okay, 3 raised to minus 6 by 7, 4 raised to minus 3 by 7, 9 raised to 3 by 7, 2 raised to 6 by 7. Okay, so one thing, there is a change here, they are in addition. Okay, in numerator terms are in multiplication, but in denominator they are in addition. So try for a while, then I will give you its solution. Okay, see, okay, if you observe the numerator, this 3 and this 9 can be converted in the, similarly this 4 and 2 can be converted with the same base. So let us see how to simplify this. First I will write 3 raised to minus 6 by 7 into 9 raised to 3 by 7 into 4 raised to minus 3 by 7 into 2 raised to 6 by 7, divided by its 4 plus 1 plus 1 upon 2 square. Okay, 2 raised to 0 1, 2 square 4, and this I converted into positive power, so 1 upon 2 square. Now this is 3 raised to minus 6 upon 7 into this 9 can be written as 3 square raised to 3 by 7 into 4 can be written as 2 square raised to minus 3 by 7 into 2 raised to 6 by 7, divided by 5 plus 1 upon 4. Okay, now here it is 3 raised to minus 6 by 7. Now if I apply power to power law or the simple power law, this 2 and 3 will multiply, powers will be multiplied. So this I will get 3 raised to 6 upon 7 plus 2 raised to minus 6 upon 7 plus 2 raised to 6 upon 7, divided by, now if I say LCM over here, let me solve this for you. Actually I want to add this here, it is get 4, so 20 plus 1, 21 by 4. So here I will get 21 divided by 4. Okay, now on simplifying it further, here bases are same, so it should be 3 raised to minus 6 by 7 plus 6 by 7 into 2 raised to minus 6 by 7 plus 6 by 7, divided by 21 by 4. I am still writing it 21 by 4. Now minus 6 by 7 plus 6 by 7 is 0. So 3 raised to 0 into 2 raised to 0. Now this 4 will come in the numerator, so multiplied by 4. Now 3 raised to 0 is 1, 2 raised to 0 is 1, multiplied by 4, divided by 21. So my final answer is 4 upon 21. So please note down this. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, now next question, question number 6 is solve for x. 13 raised to root x is equal to 4 raised to 4 minus 3 raised to 4 minus 6. Solve for x, that means you have to find the value of x. So let us see how to solve this. 13 raised to root x. Again, as I told you again and again, you have to find, or you have to write the given expression such that the bases on both sides must be equal. So now here 4 raised to 4, 256, minus 3 raised to 4, 81, minus 6. So this gives you 13 raised to root x is equal to 256 minus 87. Okay, minus 81 minus 6. So 13 raised to root x is equal to 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay. $169. Okay, now here you should be remember, that should be in your mind, that 69, that is 169 is actually 13 square. Now see, same, so I can say powers will be same, that is root x is equal to 2. Now root x, that is x raised to 1 by 2, and here I have 2. Okay, so now there are two things that we can do. Simply I can say squaring both sides. So squaring both sides gives me x raised to 1 by 2 square is equal to 2 square. Okay, squaring both sides. So here if I apply the power law, 1 by 2 and 2 will cancel out, and finally I will get the value of x, that is 4. Okay, and another thing that can be done, here x raised to 1 by 2, so now when it is not possible to make the bases same. Okay, so what I will do, I will try to make the powers same. But here, okay, let me tell you one more way. After this, either I can go in this way or I can go in this way also. X raised to 1 by 2, and here I can write 2 is actually 4 raised to 1 by 2, isn't it? So now here the bases are different, powers are same, so bases must be same, so x equal to 4. So this is also a way to get the value of x. Both methods are correct. So go write the solution up to this point, and this is the alternate portion for this. After this, either you can go in this way or you can go in this way. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Question number 7. Root of 3 upon 5 raised to x plus 1 is equal to 125 upon 27. Then find the value of x, then find the value of x raised to x raised to minus x upon 7. Two x upon 7. Then find the value of x raised to minus 2x upon 7. Okay, so to get the value of this, ultimately I need the value of x. So let us see how to solve this. We have root of 3 upon 5 raised to x plus 1, and over here we have 125 upon 27. Okay, and we need to get the value of x. So think for a while that how we'll solve this, then I will give you its solution. See, here it is 3 by 5 first of all, and root is there. So first thing that I should do, 3 upon 5 raised to 1 by 2. Root means raised to 1 by 2, and this power x plus 1 remains as it is. Okay. Now this is 125 upon 27. So definitely 125 can be factorized further, 27 can be factorized further. So 125 is actually 5 raised to 3, 27 is 3 raised to 3. Now we know to get the values of unknowns, in general we have to make the bases same. Okay, now here base is 3 by 5, and here if I write, then here base is 5 by 3. But they are not same, but they are reciprocal of each other. We also saw this type of sum in our previous lecture. So ultimately what I have to do, I have to convert this 3 by 5 by 3 in this form, or this in that form, whatever. So that is easy to convert that 5 by 3 as 3 upon 5 raised to minus 3. That we know whenever we convert or whenever we interchange the numerator and denominator, what we have to do, we have to make the exponent negative. Okay, now here the bases are same, so I can say this x plus 1 by 2 is equal to minus 3. Okay, this is again linear equation in one variable that we saw in our second chapter of the foundation. Also this is a part of your syllabus, also that you must learn in class 7th as well. So now we need to find x, so we'll keep x plus 1 over here. I will take this 2 on that side. Here sign between these two is division, so when we change the side, we change the sign. So this will become minus 3 multiplied by 2. So x plus 1 is equal to minus 6. Therefore x is equal to minus 6 minus 1. So ultimately x equal to minus 7. Okay, but this is not my final answer, because they are not asking to find the value of x. They are asking to find the value of x raised to minus 2x upon 7. So let us see now how to find this. So now simply we have to put the value of x in the given expression, x raised to minus 2x upon 7. Okay, so x is minus 7, so minus 7 raised to minus 2 into 7 into minus 7 upon 7. So this 7 and 7 will cancel out. Okay, minus minus will become plus, so ultimately here I will get minus 7 raised to 2. Minus 7 raised to 2. That is 49. So my final answer is 49. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question is next question is question number 8. Third root of 4 raised to 2x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 upon 32. Then find the value of x. Then find the value of 1 upon x raised to x. Then find the value of x upon x raised to x. Okay, that you have to find. So ultimately we need x, then only it is possible to get this value. So let us see how to solve this. Third root of 4 raised to 2x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 upon 32. Again the same thing, what you need to do, first we have to make the bases same. So here first of all this is third root, that means 4 raised to 1 by 3. Okay, or before I move to that, it is advisable that simplify this, because this is 2x plus 1 by 2. So here we have to take LCM. So 2x plus 1 upon 2, here it will be 1. So 4x plus 1. So this is 4x plus 1 by 2, and this is 1 upon 2 raised to 5. Okay, 32 is 1 upon 2 raised to 5. Now this I will write 4 raised to 1 by 3 raised to 4x plus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to 5. Okay, on simplifying it further, now here it is 1 by 3, so power to power will multiply. 4 raised to 4x plus 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 by 3. Power to power, so we'll multiply the powers, is equal to 2 raised to minus 5. Now here right hand side has the base 2, left hand side has base 4. So now I will convert the left hand side in the form of base 2. So this is 4. Now 4 is 2 raised to 2. Okay, 4x plus 1 upon 2 into 3. Okay, 4x plus 1 into 1, that is 4x plus 1, 2 into 3 I took as it is. Now this 2 and 2 I will cancel out, is equal to 2 raised to minus 5. Therefore here I will get 2 raised to 2 multiplied by 4x plus 1 divided by 2 multiplied by 3. This 2 and 2 will cancel out, 2 raised to minus 5. So ultimately I will get 2 raised to 4x plus 1 upon 3 is equal to 2 raised to minus 5. Now here we come at the point where bases are same, so next step I will say powers must be equal. So 4x plus 1 upon 3 is equal to minus 5. Now actually exponent is over and the linear equation in one variable gets started. Here you have to find the value of x. So 4x plus 1 I will keep here only. On the right hand side this 3 will come, so this will become minus 15. So 4x is equal to minus 15 minus 1. So 4x is equal to minus 16. So ultimately x is equal to minus 4. But this is not my answer, because in the question they are not asking to get the value of x or to find the value of x. They are asking that find the value of x upon x raised to x. So now just I will put the value of x. So now x upon x raised to x is equal to minus 4 upon minus 4 raised to minus 4. So minus 4 upon, now here power I will make it positive. So for that I do write 1 upon 4 raised to 4. Okay, so note it down up to this point, then I will give you its further solution. Okay, so this might will take more time. What I'm doing, this is minus 4 raised to 1 actually, isn't it? Minus 4 raised to 1, minus 4 raised to minus 4. So here bases are same. Their bases are same. So here I will write minus 4 raised to 1. See, we have a law that is x raised to m upon x raised to n is equal to x raised to m minus n. So x raised to m upon x raised to n, which should be x raised to m minus n. So this will become minus 4 raised to 1 plus 4, and ultimately my final answer is minus 4 raised to 5. Okay, now if you want to find it completely, it is 4 raised to 4 is 246. If you multiply it by 2 more, so you will get the final answer. So final answer will be negative first of all. Okay, so it should be -1024 minus 1024. Okay, it is some, here I am solving 256 into 4. Okay, 1024. This is my final answer, minus of 1024. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Question number 9. 4 raised to 2x is equal to cube root of 16 raised is equal to cube root of 16 raised to minus 6 upon y. minus 6 upon y is equal to cube is equal to square of root 8, then find the value of x and y. Okay, now there are two variables over there whose value you have to determine. 4 raised to 2x is equal to cube root of 16 raised to minus 6 upon y is equal to square root of square root 8. So first I will compare first and last to get the value of one variable. Let us see its solution. Okay, so 4 raised to 2x is equal to this. Okay, this is actually 2 square raised to 2x, isn't it? And this, see, this is 8 raised to 1 by 2 raised to 2. So now if I apply the power law, this will become 2 raised to 2 into 2x is equal to 8 raised to 1 by 2 into 2. Okay, so this will become 2 raised to 4x is equal to 8. Okay, now to make the basis same, I will write 8 as, I can write 8 as 2 raised to 3. So 4x is equal to 3. This gives you x is equal to 3 upon 4. That is the value of x. Now if we compare the second and the last, we will get the value of y. Okay, so now cube root of 16 raised to minus 6 upon y is equal to square of root 8. So this will become 16 raised to 1 by 3 raised to minus 6 upon y, and over here 8 raised to 1 by 2 raised to 2. Okay, simply it is cube root of 16, that is 16 raised to 1 by 3. This is square root of 8, that is 8 raised to 1 by 2. Now I will apply the power law. So here 16 raised to 1 by 3 multiplied by minus 6 upon y is equal to 8 raised to 1 upon 2 multiplied by 2. So this will become 16 raised to minus 2 upon y is equal to 8. Now still the left hand side and the right hand side do not have the same base. So now I will write 16 in the form of 2 raised to 4 raised to minus 2 upon y is equal to 2 cube. So this will become 2 raised to 4 multiplied by minus 2 upon y is equal to 2 cube. Okay, so on simplifying further, I will get this will become 2 raised to minus 8 upon y, 2 raised to minus 8 upon y to 2 raised to 3. Okay, now we can say the bases are same, so powers must be equal. So 8 upon y is equal to 3. Now I need y, so I will take y on that side and 8 this side. So this will become minus 8 by 3 is equal to y, or ultimately y is equal to minus 8 upon 3. So this is the value of y. So here they simply ask to get the value of x and y. They might ask that find the value of x plus y, or x minus y, or x into y, and so on. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, now next question is again you have to find the value of unknowns, that is x and y. Question number 10th, 8 raised to x plus 1 is equal to 16 raised to y plus 2 and 1 by 2 raised to 3 plus x is equal to 1 by 4 raised to 3y. 1 by 2 raised to 3 plus x is equal to 1 by 4 raised to 3y. So now we have to find the value of x and y. Okay. So let us see, first we solve these two. 8 raised to x plus 1 is equal to 16 raised to y plus 2. Now here it is not possible to get the value of x or y directly. So first we will find a relation between x and y, and for that definitely we have to follow the same thing. We will compare the bases that must be equal. So here it is 2 cube, 8 can be written as 2 cube raised to x plus 1. This is 2 raised to 4 raised to y plus 2. So this will become 2 raised to 3x plus 1. Okay. When we apply the power law, I will get 2 raised to 3 into x plus 1 is equal to 2 into 4 raised to y plus 2. So this gives you 2 raised to 3x plus 3 is equal to 2 raised to 4y plus 8. Now the bases are same, so I can write 3x plus 3 is equal to 4y plus 8. Or I can write 3x minus 4y is equal to 5. I took 4y on this side, so minus 4y, and I took 3 on that side, so I actually directly wrote that. So I am adding one step for your better understanding. This will be 5. Let it be equation number 1. Now in the similar way, when I compare the next two or the next information, I will get one more relation between x and y. So now I have 1 upon 2 raised to 3 plus x is equal to 1 upon 4 raised to 3y. So again I have to make the bases same. Here it is 1 by 2, here it is 1 by 4, and 1 by 4 is actually 1 by 2 square. So this will become 1 by 2 raised to 3 plus x is equal to 1 upon 2 square raised to 3y. That is 1 by 2 raised to 3 plus x is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 6y. Isn't it? 2 into 3y, that is 6y, because I apply the power law, so powers will multiply. So now bases are same, so I can say 3 plus x is equal to 6y, or I can say x minus 6y is equal to, or x is equal to 6y minus 3. Let it be equation number 2. Okay, so now we have two relations between x and y. So now what I have to do, I have to put this value of x over here. Okay, so now put x equal to, now on substituting x equal to 6y minus 3 in second we get. Okay, in second, no, in first. So 3, now at the place of x I will write 6y minus 3 minus 4y is equal to 5. Okay, at the place of x I kept 6y minus 3 minus 4y equal to 5. So that is 18y minus 9, 3 into 6, 18y minus 9 minus 4y is equal to 5. 18y minus 4y, that is 14y is equal to 5 plus 9. Okay, 18y minus 4y give me 14y, minus 9 will come on that side, 5 plus 9. So 14y is equal to 14, therefore y is equal to 1. So here I got the value of one variable, that is y. Now to get the value of x, I put this y equal to 1 in equation number 2. See, orally we can see 6 into 1, 6 minus 3, 3. So x will be 3. So now put y equal to 1 in second. So x is equal to 6 multiplied by 1 minus 3. Therefore x is equal to 3. So these are the values of x and y. So please note it down. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some more questions. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.